Iota value equivalent to 4.422 rands a coin. The present cost range 3,994 to 290. The earlier day close 4.367. The change was 0.945, 2.23%. Opposite rate, ZAR to IOT. Iota cost expectation for September 2024. First and foremost cost at 4,789.24 rands. Exorbitant cost 5,994.83, while low cost 479.24. The found the middle value of cost 5,2731. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 5,592. Change for September 16%. Iota estimate for October 2024. First and foremost cost at 5,592 rands. Exorbitant cost 6,435, while low cost 5,25.27. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 5,259. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 564.81. Change for October 16%. Iota cost expectation for November 2024. Before all else cost at 5,481 rands. Excessive cost 7.4, while low cost 564.81. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 6,146. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 65E5.18. Change for November 16%. Iota conjecture for December 2024. Before all else cost at 6,518 rands. Exorbitant cost 8,183.21, while low cost 6,518. The found the middle value of cost 7.90. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 76,001. Change for December 16%. Iota cost expectation for January 2025. In the first place cost at 76,001 rands. Exorbitant cost 840.43, while low cost 730.47. The found the middle value of cost 770.909. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 7ID545. Change for January 3%. Iota figure for February 2025. Initially cost at 780.545 rands. Excessive cost 8.510, while low cost 7.846. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 767.770. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 760.178. Change for February 3%. Iota cost expectation for Walk 2025. Initially cost at 760.78 rands. Excessive cost 775.35, while low cost 673.91. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 743.92. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 7.463. Change for spring 49%. Iota estimate for April 2025. To start with cost at 7.463 rands. Exorbitant cost 7.463, while low cost 6,1,035. The found the middle value of cost 678.98. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 6,516.29. Change for April 9.4%. Iota cost expectation for May 2025. In the first place cost at 6,516.29 rands. Exorbitant cost 6,516.29, while low cost 5,23. The found the middle value of cost 6,224. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 570.14. Change for May 13.1%. Iota gauge for June 2025. In the first place cost at 570.14 rands. Exorbitant cost 664.53, while low cost 5,714. The found the middle value of cost 6 and 647. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 6.106. Change for June 8.9%. Iota cost expectation for July 2025. Initially cost at 6.106 rands. Excessive cost 6.378, while low cost 540.216. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 5,992.49. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 518.297. Change for July 6.1%. Iota figure for August 2025. Initially cost at 518.297 rands. Excessive cost 518.297, while low cost 479.61. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 514.32. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 5.571. Change for August 11.5%. Iota cost expectation for September 2025. To start with cost at 5.571 rands. Exorbitant cost 6.45, while low cost 5.571. They found the middle value of cost 5,261. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 5,958. Change for September 10.4%. Iota estimate for October 2025. To start with cost at 5,958 rands. Exorbitant cost 7,696, while low cost 5,6958. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 6.671. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 6,71. Change for October 16%. Iota cost expectation for November 2025. At the outset cost at 6,6071 rands. Excessive cost 7.8827, while low cost 6.429. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 6,864. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 670.28. Change for November 16%. Iota estimate for December 2025. To start with cost at 670.28 rands. Exorbitant cost 7.8076, while low cost 6.8428. They found the middle value of cost 679.34. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 67202. Change for December 16%. Iota cost expectation for January 2026. At the outset cost at 618,202 rands. Excessive cost 68202, while low cost 575.89. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 6.979. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 6/2024. Change for January 9.2%. Iota gauge for February 2026. To start with cost at 619.24 rands. Exorbitant cost 719.56, while low cost 619.24. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 6,763. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 6.7/249. Change for February 8.6%. Iota cost expectation for WALK 2026. At the outset cost at 672.49 rands. Excessive cost 672.49, while low cost 569.84. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 16,189. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 6.1273. Change for spring 8.9%. Iota conjecture for April 2026. At the outset cost at 6,273 rands. Excessive cost 6,052, while low cost 6.8273. They found the middle value of cost 674.19. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 7.77. Change for April 16%. Iota cost expectation for May 2026. Initially cost at 7.77 rands. Excessive cost 772.69, while low cost 670.159. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 719.30. Iota cost figure toward